Dr. Stardust, winner of the International Jugglers Association People's Choice Award, combines his extensive scientific knowledge with award-winning juggling to create a new form of theatrical entertainment. Dr. Stardust is Gil Pontius, PhD, environmental scientist, and professional entertainer.
As a performer, I am successful when the audience is amazed by the juggling and wants to know more about the science. The science is the message. Juggling is the medium. For me, science and juggling have always been connected. I first started to learn to juggle when I was a graduate student, working on my doctorate in environmental science. I'd study in the laboratory till 10 o'clock and then go to the gym and juggle till closing time. Then I began to realize that scientific ideas could be expressed through juggling, and I wanted to share with audiences my enthusiasm for both. My show is much more than juggling. I blaze new territory in the performing arts by creating new props and methods of using them. My most original piece is the orbitals. More than 90% of the atoms in the universe are hydrogen atoms, but today we're going to be talking about a rare isotope of the hydrogen atom that not only has the positively charged proton in the nucleus, but also the neutrally charged dense particle, the neutron. Together, the proton and the neutron stick together in the nucleus to form the deuteron. The deuteron is usually accompanied by the negatively charged electron orbiting around it. Now let's see what happens as we add a second negatively charged electron. With two negatively charged electrons and only one positively charged proton, the atom becomes energetically unstable and the proton becomes activated. This energetic instability tends to make the atom undergo phase changes. At higher levels of excitement, these phase changes happen in rapid succession. Sometimes almost causing fission. These phase changes, in turn, tend to act on one of the electrons and actually changes the direction of its spin. Yeah. Okay, listen to this part. Scientists have studied this form of the atom and found it to be dangerous to human health. In order to reduce the risk, some scientists have suggested allowing the electrons to drop to a lower valence shell and actually change the orientation of their orbit. Alternatively, some theoretical physicists have hypothesized if the proton is activated to an extremely high level, then in rare instances, the electrons will pass directly between the proton and the neutron. Shall we put this hypothesis to the test? Okay. It always helps if every time we have the subatomic collision of the proton with the neutron, you let out a big clap. Notice how slowly these subatomic collisions are happening. Okay, here we go. I've also created balancing routines where I draw parallels between the balls and sticks being balanced and the models of molecules that scientists use. And then there's the more complicated version. Now I am learning to juggle 6 balls. In my show about environmental awareness, I compare the number of balls I juggle to the number of billions of people on the planet. In 1999, we will have 6 billion people on the planet, so I need to juggle 6 balls. But by the time I retire, I'll need to juggle double that number. When I am performing an educational show, I encourage audience members to live in ways that sustain the environment. My main messages are: use your head, learn about science and the environment, and take actions today to prepare for the future. I can take my show nearly anywhere. I have performed in schools, corporations, fairs, and even in the streets. Of course, for less scientific occasions, the show is pure entertainment.